Yo, yo.
What it do? What it do?
Woo.
My good people, man. What's going on? It's a good Thursday.
Great.
We back at it again. Or maybe one half of the pod. Got my co-host, D Butt.
You already know. I like this new look. It look kind of smooth.
Yeah, it is. What's good, man? How your week been going?
Man, I just got back. Had to for the third time this school year already. Had to go and pick one of my kids up early. But they have any symptoms, runny nose or say they got a sore throat or anything. Obviously the schools are being super cautious,
right?
As they should be. But at this point, I'm thinking, my kids might be finessing the system at this point.
They smart.
They get home because they done each took a turn. Bum.
Hit you with the little cough.
Yeah, so I'm on to their ass. I'm on to their ass.
Are they required to wear masks in the school? Y'all got the mask mandate?
Yeah, so we got the mask mandate. We got DeSantis down here, so he basically he's against the school mask mandate. Right. Most teachers, most people on the school boards are. Actually, I just heard yesterday he was actually withholding some money from Broward County, which is the county I went to school in growing up. But they got to wear masks. We don't have any problem with it. The kids don't have any problem with it. And, they adjust, they adapt, they get used to it, safety first. And obviously this Delta very crazy. So, yes, sir. Busy morning, but we here, man. Got a lot to talk about. How your week been so far, man?
Man, so far so good, man. Shoot, just like the kids getting the hang of it, I'm getting in the swing of things, getting up at 5:30, 5:45, get the kids up for school.
Man, I'm 6:15.
Man, that junk rough, but it's going good, man.
What time did you wake up when you were playing? Were you you were early? I can't really remember. Most people there before I got there. I wasn't one of them,
Nah, I wasn't
type guys.
I wasn't the early guy. So say the meeting started at 8, 7:15, 7:30. Come in, get my I probably like 7:15. I would come in, get my breakfast, probably hit the sauna or the steam room. Some days I would get a lift in. If it was my day to get a lift, I'd get a lift in before everything.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I really wasn't, because I probably really didn't. Most of the time, didn't have to go to a special teams meeting, so it gave me that extra time. So I really wasn't,
Yeah. So yeah, it's 6:15. Look, a little different, but I'm used to it now. It's my life, man. But shoot, man, you got the NFL news up. We had what you want to start with, man?
We got a lot of
mailbag questions today.
We got a lot of NFL news, man. So I think the first that we're gonna jump in is this players cut due to the vaccination status, right? I think it's something that apparently, I think we all knew it was gonna come to this point, right?
Yeah, for sure it's gonna be factored in. You know how it is.
Yeah, so obviously with the consequences that the teams, the clubs, and the players have if you test positive, you pass it on. So obviously, I think the teams are taking that into consideration when you're making these final cuts.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, shoot, Urbam Meyer, he's once again still learning how to be an NFL head coach. But they asked him, I think it was Pro Football Talk, jammed him up, asked him about, was this in a part of the consideration process when you're cutting guys, cut down if they're vaccinated or not? He was like, yeah, he said it was. And then, people asked Bill Belichick yesterday if, Cam's vaccination status was a part of the reason that he got cut. And he was like, no, obviously we know it's going to be a part of, it's got to be a part of it. You know, availability, we always say, is your best ability. And regardless of how you feel about, you know, the vaccine, and I think the protocols are bullshit, but they are the protocols. They are the rules. There's a bunch of, you know, NFL rules that I thought was bullshit. So you know how they're going to go. You know how it's going to go when it comes to roster cut down. So, of course, it's going to be part of the process. But as a coach, you can't say that. As a GM, you can't say that. But if you have any common sense, you know, it's going to be part of it. Unfortunately, that's where we at. And, you know, Belichick made some – did you see the statement his quote that was taken from his press conference?
I did. Okay.
That had the Twitter streets jumping yesterday.
Yeah, and I don't know where he got this those numbers from. You know what I mean? I don't think the NFL has released anything like that as far as unvaccinated, vaccinated, you know, the players players and coaches that's tested positive. But
yeah, I saw an article. I mean, just the people that I've seen reported that have tested positive, I feel like most of them have been vaccinated. The most popular guy that I know who, you know, got COVID and wasn't vaccinated, I think was Lamar.
Yeah.
But everybody else, I think Kirk Cousins and all those quarterbacks are put on protocol not because they had it, but because they were in close contact. Cam, you know, some misunderstanding with the test.
Right.
You know, Carson Wentz and the other guys with the Colts, close contact, they didn't have it. So, and I didn't have a problem with Belichick's statement. I felt like he said, you know, it's still people catching it with the vaccine. So if y'all come in, you know how the press conference is and the old coaches, how they come in and ask the same thing every day. So these coaches probably thought, you remember a couple months ago, people were saying you get the vaccine, you're not catching it. So for him to see cases still happening, he probably like, man, you know how Bill old, man. He don't give a fuck.
So while we talking about, you know, coaches, we talking about teams, our team, right? Indianapolis Colts, right? You know, it kind of been in the news as far as, you know, coaches and Chris Ballard say he's all for the vaccination. Feels as though everybody should get one. But again, this is your choice, right? This is your choice. And there's been a lot of things where the outside world is just saying that, you know, you're not a leader. To some of the guys that's on the coast that hasn't got vaccinated, this is going to affect your team. Being that you were a leader in the locker room, and based off your stance, whether you're for or against, or if you did get vaccinated or unvaccinated, do you think people should be taking shots at these players for them making a personal choice on this vaccination?
I mean, nah, you know it, and I mean, I just couldn't see myself coming at somebody, even if we didn't cross that 85% threshold mark, which we knew would be free movement basically. And I mean, 93% of the league is vaccinated. Like that, I feel like that's a great percentage in the league that it's not mandated. But nah, as a leader, I don't think I would kind of come at people for that choice. And I think the coaches and the quarterbacks and the people, I mean, some coaches are shit. They've been very outspoken, like, you know, Zimmer, Rivera, there's been some other ones, I'm sure. They've been very outspoken because, you know, they care about availability, they care about, you know, what they care about the protocols. And some
they care about the wins and losses, man.
That's what they care about, the bottom line.
Yeah, the bottom line. Yeah.
The bottom line. So,
and I'm not gonna say that's the only thing they care about. You know, like you said, Coach Rivera with his, you know, with his health issues. I think, you know, being vaccinated, you know, of course the bottom line, but I do think it's the health implications as well, where I think some people are concerned about. I'm not gonna say all people are concerned about it.
Hey.
Hey, love a boy.
Oh, that's a banger right there. That's
that don't do me rocking though. That don't do me rocking.
Nah. Hey, you know that? You know about that?
Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, man. But yeah,
I'm not gonna say everybody's about the bottom line. Everybody is about the bottom line, but then, you know, some people, you know. So
I agree with that statement. So I jump on board with that one. Some of them care more about other things as well. I guess in the general statement. And you know, that's part of business. A lot of businesses are putting these mandates in place, and you know, players at this point, you're gonna have to make a choice. And you know, if you're expendable, that choice, you know, it's a lot easier. You know what I mean, for some people. So, and I feel like that's kind of the end of that.
Yeah,
that's kind of the end of that. But I mean, crazy I wonder if the protocols will continue to change though, because they already dropped it down from 14 to every 14 days now with the vaccinated players to every 7 days.
But we just talk about the bottom line, right? So if the right people start, you know what I'm saying? It's going to 7 days, 5 days. You know, Honey Badger just came out, tested. I think he tested positive.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
he's going to be out for 10 days. So it's going to be a lot of eyes.
It's going to be it's crazy, man. I mean, last year it was you had no vaccine. You had obviously the Alpha variant, I think it's called, was on a rampage at that point, and they got through the season, didn't cancel any games.
Mm-hmm.
I think the protocols are the biggest hurdle, now. And but yeah, we'll see. It's 7% of the league unvaccinated, 93%. So I think we'll be all right as a league. But there are going to be some players who miss some big games.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be some upset people. it's gonna happen. So be ready for it.
Especially, I know all them fantasy folk gonna be upset.
Yeah, man. What else we got though, man?
Man, one of our guys, T.Y.
Unfortunate news.
Had surgery on his neck, a disc issue. Obviously, being on IR, you got to miss 3 games. Is this a significant?
So it's 3 games minimum now?
Yeah. Is this a significant injury?
That tells me that it's still, a lot of question marks. Like they're not sure about it because I know because they could have put him on PUP. And then he would have had to miss that first 6 games, like what happened out there in New England with Gilly Locke.
Yeah.
So them putting him on IR, he only has to miss 3. It could maybe potentially they want to be available for 4, 5, and 6. So I mean, it may be a good sign. You talking about a next injury, it can be anything from a couple weeks or something you can play with, you decide on playing with, or season ending, career ending. So.
Yeah,
I think this is a good sign overall.
I'm just always nervous, man, with those neck injuries, man, because you never know. You never know. And I always feel like any little tweak, any little hit could make it worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not a doctor. So with protocol, they're gonna assess the situation. They're gonna look and obviously gonna give you the best scenario. So, but I'm always nervous. And maybe it's because of the position that I played. And
no, I'm the same way. That neck, I mean, shoot, that neck, that's something I don't even like talking about like that. That's just ooh. So I feel you on that for sure.
Nah, but speedy recovery to the ghost, man, the T.Y., man.
Yes, sir. Year 10.
Yeah, man, get back.
He should be out.
Man, what else we got?
Sustained it. They said T.Y. sustained it from a hit in practice.
Why they hit 1, 3, and whoa.
Okay, so Matthew said T.Y. sustained the injury from a hit in practice. In practice, David, did you see that with an older Reggie? Guys hit. I only saw one guy hit Reggie in practice. Oh shit, hold on.
LaRon.
One guy in my whole career hit it even like a receiver in Reggie's, caliber. And that was LeRon Landry, man. He came and I think it was mini camp. Like mandatory mini camp. He came, man. It was the first thing he had showed up for. We signed him, he ain't come no OTAs. The mandatory mini camp showed up. He was going 100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour.
Man, no pads, helmets. Reggie caught, I think, a little out route or something. Dirty came from the post. Oh shit! But nah, we don't hit vets like that in practice, especially nobody like T.Y. Come on, man.
Yeah,
you're not hitting the goal. You can't hurt the goals.
Can't do that.
But yeah, that's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. Guys lose their job over shit like that.
Get up out of there quick.
Well, yeah, LeBron, man, LeBron, he was one speed, and
one speed only.
I always said I'd rather have to slow a teammate down in practice than to try to wake their ass up.
Nah, no question. But I think next, man, we're gonna talk about this, man. I think this shit is hilarious. I don't know how they pulled this off. Coach is the finesse guy. See him in the joint drinking that Gatorade.
Bruh, catch me if
Bishop
you can.
Sycamore,
Face,
like, this story is wild. Played 2 games in 3 days.
In 2 different states.
In 2 different states. Then you finesse ESPN to get you some TV time. And then you playing with these, you playing grown ass men.
Yeah. I mean, this when I first read it, I actually read it and I just kind of skipped past, like, oh, okay. And then I saw more of a story. Somebody put it out. I'm like, bro, how? And I think ESPN only had the broadcast rights or something like that. But still, like, how do you get onto primetime ESPN with a fake high school and sending grown-ass men out there? Like, this dude, he need to be at the Emmys this year.
Somebody got to give him a job.
Ron Johnson Award. What is it? Like Roy Johnson.
So how I want to get it from the ESPN side. Like, what story was told to them for them to be like, oh yeah, all right.
And then I heard he got fired. How'd that happen?
Who that?
The coach.
I mean, shit.
The reporter came out, he got fired. How you get fired from a fake high school? Like, who?
Man, you right.
It's so many questions, man. It
got 30 for 30.
Nah, ESPN not gonna make it. They're gonna embarrass us. Somebody else gonna have to make it. We might have to make it, man.
That's crazy though. And then they getting whooped by some youngins too. They go to IMG and get punished.
And IMG, that's another part of this story, bro. It ain't like they just book some JoJo type high school. Like, they went. This is one of the top programs in the country. Like, you playing on prime time against IMG. Like, I wonder what the refs were thinking when they were kind of looking some of these dudes in the face. Like, hold on, bro. I know this dude ain't in 11th grade. No, this motherfucker. That's. I saw the rosters that they gave the color guys, the announcers.
The keeper said they told them they had a lot of Division I prospects. Then they were providing rosters with 15 names.
I saw the roster. They had the rosters, jersey numbers. Hey, man.
It's a wild story, though.
It's still a lot of questions left to be answered, man.
Wow. Wow.
Believe in your dreams, man. Anything is possible.
Anything better than yourself, baby. Better yourself. You feel
better
me?
yourself. The boys thought it was over. The boy, 21 years old, the boy thought it was over, man. I'm never going to play primetime high school, man.
Ron Johnson, you know what? I believe in you. I'm going to give you another shot. Just follow my lead, fellas. Hey, I respect Ron Johnson for that, man. Giving them boys an out, man. Giving them boys another opportunity to play the game that they love.
Roy Johnson, man. Roy Johnson. Roy Johnson. Hey, man. You made some dreams come true. They should have known something. Did you see the video of them run out of the tunnel?
Yeah.
They should have known something was wrong when old boy took that knee on the run out. His ass almost got stampeded. If they had a real team, they had a whole team. That's when you should have known something was up. I said, oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
But that's, hey. Whew.
Man.
Hilarious. What happened?
Then they gave the hotel in Canton a fake check. Oh, man. Yes, I love it, yo. I love it.
Yo, come on, man.
I love it.
That was another part of it. They playing at the Hall of Fame. How you playing? I wonder if the boys got a tour.
You know they got a tour.
The boys got a tour.
Sure. Where they finesse
Roy told the boy, hey.
Yeah, Roy need to be in there. Roy need a bus, man. He need a bus, man.
Yo, hey man, 2021. I can't even, 2021. Coach Roy Johnson. Man, yeah, we can't call him Roy. We just gotta call him Coach. Whew. But,
Anything is possible, baby.
Needed that laugh, man. I hope y'all. Where the tone put the mailbag today? It's gonna be the first episode of mailbag.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Sure, that's funny.
Sycamore.
That's funny.
I wanted to ask you about these crypto monkeys and NFTs. These people been buying lately. You tapped into that at all? You looked into that at all?
I looked into it, but I probably won't dibble and dabble in that space either. You know me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay in my lane. Stay in my lane all the time.
It's becoming, more popular, and this is one of the reasons I've been bullish on Ethereum, because all these things are kind of built on you pay for these things with Ethereum. Mm-hmm. So Marlon Humphrey has been the latest athlete to jump on the wave. I know Steph Curry, and if you look at their profile pictures, Steph Curry has won. I saw somebody else pop up one yesterday. Marlon Humphrey went and bought one today for 47.9 Ethereum, which is about 152,000 in USD. And that same 8 was sold for 8,700 USD back in July. So somebody made a nice little lick on Marlon. Marlon might be sweet. He's sweet at this point, but
hey,
years from now, that thing could be,
I'm not knocking nobody. Like I said, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm probably gonna put my 150 to something else.
If anybody in the chat, in the comments, y'all educate us on the NFTs. I haven't jumped in. I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet. As far as these crypto punks and these, I'm sure this one was newest member of the Board Yacht Club. Yeah, so
the mailbag right here, baby. Send your questions to db20 to ab41@gmail.com. That's db20 to ab41@gmail.com. Shoot us your questions. If you don't feel comfortable enough shooting your questions in the comments while we live, we can get back with y'all.
For sure, man. And we actually had somebody on from Top Shot who explained NFTs. So it's coming back to me now, but it's a little different. So if you didn't listen to that episode and you're interested in learning a little bit more, go back to the Top Shot. I think his name was Jacob. We had him on. Tanner Hall said, I don't even know what NFT stands for. Non-fungible token. So basically something that is unique to just this one. That's why they're collectibles. I know most people like you thinking like me, but I could just screenshot motherfucker. I got it too, but
yeah,
that ain't how it works. But Ethereum is what they paying, what they building. So no financial advice, entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, man. I mean, do your thing. Like I said, that's what you into. Popularity is not always the wave though. Like you can't go where everybody going with. You know.
Do your due diligence.
At all times.
For sure, man. We never jumped on to talk about. We were going to jump, but we never jumped on to talk about this release, man.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. You said something was fishy,
man. And I hate it, man. I hate it for Cam, but it's at least now it's better now than later. And when you're trying to get on the team, at some point later in the season, if they weren't going to keep him. And I think this is the protocol. I think this is all about the protocols. Been in the quarterback room, unvaccinated. He probably didn't want to have to deal with another situation that he already had to deal with without even having COVID. So I think this is a big part of that decision. Mac Jones did ball this preseason though, so Mac Jones did do his part.
What's next? What's next for Cam?
What's next for Cam?
Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go somewhere and be a backup? Even prior to signing with the Patriots, it wasn't a big market. It wasn't a big market for him.
Mm-hmm.
So now, again, not knowing what this COVID situation is about, is he going to go to a team and be a backup?
Yeah. I mean, right now it's gonna be tough to go somewhere and be a starter. Everybody's got their positions pretty much sewn up for now. Somebody get hurt. I can't speak on if he'll be cool with being a backup or not. But I mean, the game kind of tells you when that time comes. More times than not. So, I think that's where you're gonna have to start. I saw something saying the Cowboys are gonna look into him. I think that'd be a good place for him. Dak, that's definitely not a place where I think Dak would be looking over his shoulder. And he had a little bit of injury concern coming into the season with his shoulder. So we'll see with that. But I think that'd be a good landing spot. Somebody said Washington. I don't see that happening, based on what we talked about earlier with Rivera. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. I think he said on the I Am Athlete podcast a little while back, like, hey, I know I'm top 32. And I would agree with that. He's still a top 32 quarterback in this league, but we know that doesn't always mean he's going to be a starting guy. But I definitely think he's a top 32 quarterback still.
Good question.
You may feel a little different.
You said what?
I said I know you may feel a little different because
what top 32? Nah, I give him top 32. I give him top 32.
I just know you've been critical. Hey. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Shit.
Hey, I'll sit back and just cook on the film. Like
that's it.
That's all I do.
Yeah.
Is it harder to prepare for an older Cam Newton or an accurate rookie in that McDaniels offense?
I mean, right now it's harder to prepare for Cam Newton. Right now, I mean, I haven't seen McCork on, when it's real. You know what I mean? So I got to see it first. I saw some in preseason, but you know how that is. So it's like night and day, night and day. Like nobody's scheming up for you. Nobody's trying to. And when you play rookie quarterbacks, you're gonna try to do some different things to confuse them, or force them to throw in the tight windows all day, get pressure on. You're gonna do different things. So I got to see how he react to those things on Sunday. So right now I would have to say Cam Newton. What about you?
Man, but hopefully he land back on his feet. He tweeted said he's gonna be all right. So
he definitely should be all right.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see where he lands, where he ends up.
Did you see? I just saw somebody put the question in here. Did you see the NBA's COVID rules?
Nah, what they say?
I think they're over 90. I think they're 90% vaccinated. I believe somebody posted according to what I saw yesterday. But they said the Nets.
I did see about New York, and I think it's New York, and it was one more state. Was it Cali?
It might be Cali. Yeah, I think
it was Golden State. It was Golden State. Or I don't know.
Yeah, Golden State Nets and maybe the Knicks. Let me look right now because I saw somebody sent.
It was Knicks. It was the Knicks, the Nets, and Golden State. Yep.
Okay, so Knicks, Nets, Golden State. So basically, it's saying they can't play in there if they're unvaccinated. They can't play in their home games, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's
So you know what they going? You know what they about to do?
Change it.
I doubt it.
Players gonna get vaccinated?
Yeah.
I mean, we talking about it's a different beast here.
It is a different beast.
Depending on who is unvaccinated on these teams, depending on who's unvaccinated on this team, I don't know who is or not. But if there's certain players of certain caliber, like I think the rules have changed. Like I don't know. That's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games, exactly.
I can see if it was like, they can't play in this state, or they may miss 8 games in this team. But you talking about 41 games?
Yeah, and then this is interesting. Tanner, interesting comment. The unvaccinated team can play in the game, so that don't make sense at all.
At all. Yeah, so We already seen some change with the NFL protocols as far as how often they're gonna test. I think we'll see some changes here. Once again, depending on who these players are, and if they, and like you said, maybe they just say, hey, I don't want to deal with it. I'm just get vaccinated. Like a lot of guys have, a lot of people have in general, not just athletes. A lot of people working a lot of jobs just said.
Yeah, man, it's cool, man. It's throwing a wrench into everything.
Pandemic, man. Pandemic. Speaking of throwing a wrench into everything, man. I don't know how it is around where you live, but I'm starting to see a lot more open lines at these stores. Like people ain't working like workforce, supply chain, everything. Every time you try to buy something that you used to buy, you got a shortage on that. We got a shortage on this.
Now, no question, man.
I'm from suits to merch. Our merch we've been doing.
Yeah, trying to do the merch and shoot. I got a little problem up back in Virginia. The little sports bar AC been out. They got the AC on the roof. Jump on the roof for like 3 weeks because they missing a part and they can't get the part in.
Can't get the part.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. I know here.
Siri wilding today.
They closing some stores, the couple workers we do have in here, we got to give them a break. You know what I'm saying? So we can give them a day off. Yeah. So it's rough. It's rough,
man. Yeah. I mean, part of what the pandemic did, I think it exposed and it definitely widened the wealth gap with all the money that was made by the top dogs being bailed out and shit.
Rich got rich.
Yeah, for sure. Which they always do. But, this pandemic and people, shoot, if you getting a certain amount of money to stay at home and you don't want to compare to the job you was working 80 hours on, and now I may be losing a couple $100, but I'm home now. I don't have to pay for childcare. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that anymore. Like that trade-off now, when those things stop, how will that look? How would it go? But it's crazy, man. I think, a lot of people, to get employees back, they had to raise their pay rate, and I think that's a good thing overall, man.
Yeah, man.
And I know we both on both sides of it, as far as being employers and being employees before. So it's crazy, man. It's a lot of crazy. This pandemic, the world will never be the same, man.
At all.
Ever.
At all.
There is no back to normal.
It's crazy, right? So how? You still have your people. Well, you have your people that be like, look, man, COVID not going anywhere. Try to do your best. If you get vaccinated, wash your hands, wear your mask, and try to live your life to the best that you can. And then you still have some people like, I'm still not going in, nowhere with a bunch of people. It's just a wild time.
Obviously we still in it, so it's hard to see. Maybe let's say it does go away in a couple of years, and 5 years after that, it could be some sense of normalcy. But I don't think for a while we're gonna be back. I don't even like getting in the elevator with people no more. And y'all guys,
they'll ask if I'm on there first. They'll ask, "Is it all right?" Stand over there in that corner. You good money?
Yeah, you good money. We good.
But shoot, man, let's get to these conferences, man. Let's get to these divisions.
Okay, we picking.
I mean,
hold on. Let me hold on.
Take a little potty break.
Yeah, let me take my little break real quick before we
take a little break. We'll wait on D-Buck to get back.
Yeah, I get on these quarterbacks too. These Bama quarterbacks.
We definitely gonna talk about that when we get back. I put some questions in here, man. While my man get out, do his thing. Why would the Eagles trade for Minshew? Does that mean only Miami and Carolina are in play for Watson? I would think that they believe in Jalen, but to have a solid backup. If something happens, have a solid backup to come in and take those reps. So as far as Watson, I'm not sure if Carolina's in play. He just gave Sam Darnold that bag, so I doubt Carolina will be in play. But Miami, who knows? But it's been reports, not even reports, but coach came out and said, Tua's their guy. So we're gonna have to see with the Watson deal and see what happens. A new and that she is watching vaccination. Tone, you think Cam has to wait for a quarterback to get injured, or can he go somewhere now? I think it's up to Cam. Honestly, I think he would probably wait for a quarterback to get injured. Go somewhere now. The good thing about that is like you go somewhere, you learn the playbook. So if the opportunity do presents itself, you'll be kind of ahead of the curve. But I'm thinking if I was in that situation, my past history, the money that I've made in the league or whatever the case may be, I'm going to the crib, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna stay in shape, I'm gonna stay ready until the right situation is ready for me. And whenever that situation presents itself, then that's what I'll rock with.
I said Minshew is back. Oh my gosh. The school calling again, man. Oh, man.
Boy, going through it over there. But sure, John Jay, I bet the Sean Watson has not played a single snap this year. I don't believe that's a bold prediction either. I wouldn't be surprised if that would happen, but I think mid-season, I think we will see Watson playing somewhere. That's just my opinion. Man, I think it depends. Or besides, Chair, how hard is it to learn the playbook halfway through the year? It depends the type of systems that you go to, right? You have your West Coast offense, and you have your families, right, where offensive coordinators come from different trees, depending where he goes to, depending on that offense, and obviously just depending on that player. I think everybody's learning curve is just different. So I know going into a New England offense,
that's tough.
Yeah, but going into a New England offense halfway through the year, I know that would be really rough for a quarterback. So again, it just depends on where you're going. I think halfway through the year, an offensive coordinator wouldn't be able to call all his plays. Obviously you have to limit his plays to what's best for that quarterback. But again, I think it depends on the player. It depends on what offense that player is going to, that quarterback is going to.
Yeah, and I know even for defense, like what our playbook starts out week 1, it looks a lot different in week 8, because things have been thrown out. We're doing things differently. This is called that in the playbook that they may give you when you get there, but now we run it like this. So it's not so much the playbook, but the meetings that you miss, those adjustments that you miss. But like you said, every player is different. I never had to learn a new playbook in the middle of the season, fortunately.
Yeah, fortunately.
But I can imagine that. That's tough.
Yeah. D-Butt,
did you get a chance to see Dolphins Twitter versus Pat? What are your thoughts on Pat's take on the Dolphins? I didn't really get into that. I didn't see it that much. But, Pat know how I feel about my Dolphins now. Matter of fact, I might have to get a Dolphins hat back here now that I'm done. But I haven't seen it yet. Somebody got to catch me up to speed. Or I go scrolling and get caught up to speed. But I'm not sure what's happening there. Dolphins Twitter. Everybody Twitter got a little bite to them, though.
Sure. Like we was doing before my man took his break, we're going to jump into these divisions, right? See who will be the winner. Go 1 through 4, see what's what. We'll start with, we talked about it, I think last show, the AFC East.
Yeah, we got to revisit this.
revisit
the Patriots last show.
You picked the Patriots. And you was calling out some names or whatever.
I'm on the Bills. Bills Mafia.
Bills
Mafia, Josh Allen.
My guy. He always comes back.
Now, hey, I picked the Patriots when this is before Gilly went on PUP list.
Right.
This before my man Cam was released and McCorkle was named the starter.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I always talk about gathering information.
Yep.
You change your mind after that. I mean, that's a sign of intelligence right there. So I changed my mind.
My guy.
Bills Mafia, baby.
He always comes back.
Bills Mafia,
like I
baby.
said,
I can't.
I got the Bills.
You got 3 other pretty much rookie quarterbacks in the division. Come on, man.
Is that my fault? All I'm doing is picking. That's all I'm doing is picking, my brother. You know what I mean?
Bills.
I got the Bills. I might even go.
The only thing that can mess with the Bills, though, protocols. Bum-ass protocols. But all right. Bills, Miami.
That's for everybody, though. I think I might go Bills, Miami, New England, Jets. But the Jets might be a sleeper this year.
Yeah, they're going to be sleeper, all right. Bills.
That's what I tell you.
Shit.
I'm
a Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets. Damn. Dolphins. Damn. Yeah.
Patriots are going to be much better than
Bills,
what they
Patriots,
were.
Dolphins, Jets.
The Patriots are going to be much better than what they were last year.
Yeah, they reloaded.
But I like Miami too. I think Miami's going to be all right too. All right,
you want to do all AFC?
Yeah, we're going to do all AFC. Hit this AFC North. Who wins? This is a tough division right here.
Browns, Steelers, Ravens, Bengals. Browns, Steelers, Ravens, Bengals. Yeah, I think Big Ben has a good year this year.
Yeah,
defense plays well. Bush comes back. Joe Hayden on the contract year. Mika,
I like that. I like that too. I go with the Browns, Steelers, Ravens, and Bengals. I like that.
Okay.
I like that. AFC South. I'm gonna go. Hate to say it.
Jaguars.
I'm gonna go with
Man, go ahead, man. You go with the Titans, man. You go with the Titans win the division.
Titans, Colts.
You got the Titans. Titans, Colts.
Texans and Jags.
You going to Jags finish last in the division?
Yeah.
I think that might be a hot take. We got the Houston Texans.
I'll take that hot take compared to them shits you be taking. Jags finishing last. I'll take that hot take.
I
don't think that's a hot take though, but
I think it's a hot take. Shit. I'm going same. Texans last. Jaguars second to last. Titans, Colts winning division.
You said Colts?
Colts winning division. A lot of question marks around Carson. But shit, I'm going Colts.
Shit, I hope I'm wrong. I'm
going to Colts win division.
I hope I am wrong.
I like their defense better.
Yeah.
I want Carson, obviously contingent on Carson staying healthy, which is
take your feelings out of it, D-Bud. Take your feelings out of it.
Colts, Titans, Jaguars, Texans.
Okay.
That's a tough one to call, though. That's a
real tough one. That's a real tough one.
Especially with the protocol in place. We are one of these vaccinated teams. So,
AFC West. AFC West, you got your boy Joe Herbert out there.
Justin Herbert, young GOAT. But Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, they win the division. You there too? You got the Chiefs winning?
I got the Chiefs winning.
I got the Chargers too.
Got the Chargers too.
And Raiders Broncos, I don't know.
I got Broncos 3, Raiders 4.
That's a toss-up for me.
I got the Broncos 3, man. I think the defense.
Broncos. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I go Broncos 3. Teddy B at quarterback. Teddy Two Gloves at quarterback with that defense. Broncos 3. Broncos 3. Raiders last. Sheesh.
Just imagine the Raiders having a good year out there in Vegas. Could you imagine that?
Man.
That's dangerous.
That's one place that's been cracking during the pandemic that I've seen, at least. I ain't been out there.
Great question, Matt. If Raiders 4, then that's one of the reasons why I picked them 4. I just think that front office, man, is up in the, like, they don't know what they're doing. Trying to ask the Bears for Khalil Mack back. Like, why would you? Like, come on. Like, why would you even trade? Like,
I mean, you got Mayock out there as GM, and Gruden is obviously the head coach, but he's on that 10-year, $100 million deal, I believe. So I believe Gruden's calling the shots, and you know his track record ain't been looking good. It has not been looking good on the field. But once again, 10 years, $100 million. It's hard. It's a lot of bread to show somebody the door and just.
Man, but we talked about it earlier, man. We care about the bottom line, man. We care about them W's and L's. I'm paying you to get W's, and you making moves. Like, I would have sat him down after he made that first move with Khalil Mack.
You got a lot of pieces back though for that. It obviously didn't pan out.
Obviously they didn't. I was just playing, you know. I was just
but
playing.
I mean,
Pops want me to ask for my bike back. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like,
I get 5-2 back, man. But yeah, that was wild. But damn, if they finish last in the division with, let's say, a 7-10 record, does Gruden get fired? I would have to say no. I don't feel like it. What you think? Not if he should or shouldn't get fired. I just don't think he gets fired. 10 years, $10 million. I think got a lot of power. He got Mark Davis dealing with some other shit right now. I don't think he get fired.
Man, you gotta get up out of there, man.
You get him up out of there? What's this, year 4 for him? This might be year 4 for him.
It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, because I actually went to visit. That was one of the teams I would visit him and one other team before I hung it up.
It's only going to get worse, man.
So we both got it. Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders.
Yep.
All right, that's that's all of them, man. That's all of them.
That's the AFC. Now I've got to tap into the NFC.
Nah, let's say that one, bro. Let's say
You gonna say that?
Yeah, I gotta do a little homework on the situation over there.
Yeah,
do a little homework, huh?
Let's run through them, man.
Just look at them.
You can come back and change them like you just did the Pats pick. You know what I mean? The season ain't started. The season ain't started yet.
It's about here, man. I'm excited too, man. This weekend, college football.
Tonight.
Doing that at all?
Tonight.
I know, but this whole weekend.
Oh yeah. I'm tapped in.
Games. Yeah,
I'm tapped in.
Okay.
I gotta look down the schedule and see what's what. But I'm definitely gonna be tapped in this weekend, man. It's gonna be exciting.
We got Bama and Miami. I'm interested in seeing that one. Bama.
I want to see what Miami gonna come out and look like.
Another new star quarterback for Bama. Miami, they ranked 14, I believe, in the preseason polls, which don't really mean shit. But they ranked 14, and I grew up a Miami fan, man. And it wasn't nothing like that back when we were growing up. So I hope they bounce back and they show something this weekend. I believe they play on the
Are they
Saturday,
out
I
of
think, in
Adidas?
Atlanta. Huh?
Are they out of those Adidas? Hey, if
That's a good question.
if they still in them Adidas, man.
That's a good question. Let me peep.
Hey,
that's a
nah.
good
I
question.
hope they get back. The U is like one of them things. Like if they're good, it's good for college football. You know what I'm saying? Like you got those teams where, if they're good, it's good for the sport. But
man, they still look. They still in the stripes, man. Damn.
Who made that call?
We got Jordan. We got Nike.
Shout out to Adidas though, man. Y'all make some good shoes. Hey,
he probably wear Yeezys. That's it.
Nah. I got Pharrell brand. I love his brand.
Those Adidas.
Yeah. But yo, shout out to Adidas, man. Y'all tap in with the man, man. Y'all, let's collab.
Yeah. Shout out to Adidas. 3 stripes.
Yeah, shout out to Adidas.
Yeah. But let me find this. Let me see what this line look like for this Miami. Anybody betting on that game? Anybody betting on that Bama UM game? I don't bet on college football. I don't watch it. I watch the big games, though. I do watch the big games.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch a little more.
I do watch the big games. I can't find the line for this game, but
I got D Bubbles nervous for that NFC.
Nah, man, we got a few more shows before the season kick off. Bama favored by 19.5. Whew. Okay, they got a 20-point, and not as big as that 28-point line. My Huskies came into the season with.
What's your Oh, they got punished, huh?
Punished. Well, I think 45 shit.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's
rough out there.
Ugly, right? It's ugly out there right now. Yeah, I don't know anything. Somebody asked if Miami has a defense this year. I couldn't tell you. I know about the quarterback. 19 starters returning from Miami.
Gavin said he got the U to cover 18.5.
Ooh.
I would have to take that too.
The line according to FanDuel, 19.5. So if you got them covering 18.5, that's a good value for your pick.
I'll take that.
Rhett got Miami covering too. Y'all, we talking about the Crimson Tide got Alabama, the one with that Saban coach. them boys.
Yeah, they different, but it'd be tough week 1 too. Like you don't know what's what.
Nakiba said Adidas does let you have a lot of insight on your signature shoe.
Hey, we can put it out.
You talking about athletes? That's different. Signature shoes. That's a whole different conversation. Oh, you sound big baller brand. That's your business.
Yeah.
You got out of that tunnel.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like week 1, it's tough, man. You don't know what you're gonna get.
That's true. Shit, we won in the pros, but that's part of the reason I don't watch college. That shit, just a lot of the games I watch, it be 41-7 in the third quarter. Like, come on, man. Yeah. But we gonna see, man.
So Howard, man, we got our first one this Saturday. I think who we got? Then we got Richmond Spiders Saturday.
Anything can happen. Does Miami cover? Let me make a couple calls.
Yeah, they cover.
So you think they cover?
Yeah, I got them covered.
You do got a sophomore quarterback, a new starting quarterback for Bama?
Yeah, I would put a bet on. I would bet on that.
Okay, over under 61 points. I think I might bet the over on that one. Because I do remember that quarterback out of Miami. And the mobile quarterbacks has given Saban problems over the years, but that Bama boy.
They different. Different.
Bryce Young is a new quarterback. But yeah, man, we got a couple more minutes. Man, what y'all got for us?
Woo!
What happened?
None.
You heard that Donda yet? So somebody just asked.
Nah, man, I ain't heard it, man. I need me a road trip or something. I think what that done 26.
I don't even know. I've been seeing it on. I play some of the playlists sometimes, and some of the songs don't pop up on that. Apple
It's
Music.
like 20 some songs. I need me a nice little ride. I don't got that much time in the crib to listen all the way through.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
19 starters returning from Miami, though. I keep thinking about that. That's a good.
Where they playing at? They playing in Atlanta.
At a neutral site in Atlanta. Yep.
Atlanta.
But shoot, I guess unless we get some good questions, while we talking about these Bama quarterbacks,
who has the better season?
Tua, starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins for now.
Okay.
Mac Jones.
Hold on.
What's up?
What are we considering a better season? Is this like team record? Is it better stats?
I would say better individual.
Better individual.
Oh. Sportsbook odds. I just saw the odds. Odds just popped up when this AFC East. Damn, Buffalo minus 155 now after Mac Jones. Yeah, Buffalo wins.
So that's what I want to know. What's a better season?
I would think individually. Winning the games that you can win.
All right, hold on. So hypothetical question.
Hurts is clearly on. Hurts not making the playoffs this year, but he can still.
So that's what I'm saying. Tua have better stats, but Mac Jones goes and win the Super Bowl. Like, who had the better season?
Well, shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
questions, man. Mac
Jones. Like, Tua have better stats, and Mac Jones goes to the second round of the playoffs. Like, that's all I'm asking. Because better season can be.
Yeah, Mac Jones throwing the ball 22 times a game and handing the ball off a bunch. He goes and win the Super Bowl. And Tua throws for 4,500 yards, 38 touchdowns, 7 picks, and they lose in the first round. I'll still probably get a nod to Tua.
All right, I'm going Mac Jones.
I'm going Tua. I'm going Tua.
You better.
Tua time, baby, again.
All right.
Tua 2-time. Year 2.
I hope Tua has a good year, though. I mean, honestly.
Got some weapons.
But I think Mac Jones, man, got 2 good tight ends. I think they're gonna use that. They're gonna use them really well, man, with the defense.
Good old line too.
Good old line. So, yeah.
Yeah, Tua. I mean, Mac Jones definitely set up for success. But Tua got some reps under his belt. They got some more weapons around him too, and he got a new OC. So yeah. We got Mac Jones, not Tua, Mac Jones. So it's looking like a lot of Mac Jones in here. McCorkle, Money Mac 10.
Yeah. But shoot, what's that? Is it next Thursday?
What's that?
When's the first next Thursday?
Next Thursday kickoff. Yeah, we are a week away from kickoff.
Next Tuesday.
Bucks, Cowboys. You saw, I don't know if you watched Hard Knocks last night, but was it last night or night before? Maybe the night before. But night before. Dak is back.
Man, y'all put that code in, man. Y'all get that underdog MAN. You got a week. We got to do this. We got to do this draft. We got a week to do it. So we're gonna tap into our participants, see when they're free, so we can go ahead and knock that out. That's gonna be live. You got it right there, underdogfantasy.com, or download the app. You sign up today, man. Use that code MAN. You get an extra $25 when you make that first deposit, man. So y'all tap in with us. Tell a friend and tell a friend.
Just put a golf parlay in today.
You get hooked.
Once you hit a couple times, it's like, shit, let me see if I can flip this 20.
We gonna see.
But all right, man, we'll see y'all Monday.
Peace.